What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and if you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam whatsoever. You will be kidnapped by a highly trained team of chimpanzees that have been trained by the Zimbabwe government to bring everybody that doesn't press the like button to a camp where you will be trained, brainwashed even, to press the like button on every video you watch, unless you just press it now. It's up to you. Real talk though, guys, today I've got a subscriber story that was sent in for me about a entitled kid and a Karen Wombo combo. You know, we got a spoiled kid slash spoiled parent, whatever the hell it is, spoiled parent Wombo combo story, so you know it's gonna be good. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it.
For you, I swear that's all I wanna do.
Hey, yo, girl, I'll leave you alone. Don't hold my head when I fall.
Anyways, what's poppin' and oppin', guys? This story was sent to me by somebody on Instagram, and basically, what happens is they're in this band, right? And this girl who can't sing is like, I want the solo! And the band teacher, obviously, is like, listen, you gotta be able to sing to be the lead in the choir, or the band. That's just how it is. And the entitled mom obviously ain't gonna have none of that. Now that the scene is set, all right, grab your popcorn, grab your warm milk, whatever it is that you like to have next to you when you're enjoying a story, and let's get into this. So basically, the school that this person goes to has like one of the best high school bands in the city, which, I mean, it's not a giant city from what they told me. Like, it's a decently large city. You've probably heard of it, but it's not like, you know, world famous. And so, because the band is relatively important, it's something where, like, parents really want their kids to be involved, because when it comes time to, like, apply to college, being like, oh, I was in one of the best high school bands in the country, apparently helps you get into college. I don't really know how Harvard thinks you're a better person because you can play the trombone, but whatever, apparently some people think that. So a lot of parents would like just sign their kids up for this band, and the kids just wouldn't be very musically inclined, you know, or really care about it much. They were kind of just there to, you know, exist and fill in the spot and get it to look good on college applications. And the band teacher was pretty understanding about how, like, kids needed this for college applications, so he got around it by basically making like an upper division band and a lower division band, which basically was the kids who just like were signed up to look good on college were put in the lower division. And he had another name for it so it didn't sound as insulting. It was like, you know, competition band and like spirit band, like stuff like that to make it still look good on college resumes. But for the most part, if you didn't care or you weren't musically talented, you just kind of kept your mouth shut and stayed in like the spirit band so you could look good, and you didn't cause problems or try to like ruin the competition band, because those were the kids who really cared about it, which in my opinion seems like a fair system. You get the credit for being in the band, but like you don't ruin anything for the kids who actually really care. But because this competition band was, you know, pretty good and the city didn't exactly have a ton of stuff going on, it was pretty common for like people to actually come to football games and stuff to watch the band, which sounds crazy to me. Like, I grew up in Las Vegas, so the idea that people actually want to go to a high school football game on a Friday night is pretty foreign to me. Like, there's always something better to do in Vegas, but I guess if you live in a place where there's not a crap ton else going on, I can understand why you'd probably be like, oh, let's go to the football game and watch this band play, I guess. I don't know. I'm also just not a ginormous fan of, like, band music. Like, I've never been like, hey, yo, bruh, let's get some of that high school marching band mix up in this place and turn up. But maybe that's just me. Regardless, because people would, like, come watch the band, and it was kind of something that was important, you know, and like whenever they would perform at the football field, all the parents would be like, oh my god, the band's amazing. There was one girl, though, who was in the lower band, like the JV band, and she was one of those girls that thought she could sing, you know? Like, she'd be like, oh my god, like, fine, I guess I'll sing it, but, like, I'm not good. Amazing Grace! And, like, try so hard, you know, covering their ears, like, doing all that type of stuff. She was one of those girls who was like, yeah, I'm kind of a singer, I'm not that good, though, you know? Oh yeah, sinking up my voice. Like one of those people. I think we all know them, the choir kids that just start randomly trying to sing High School Musical during lunch, and it's like, yo dog, that was a movie. This isn't real life. Please sit down before I'm forced to give you a swirly. You know, I don't want to have to do it, but if you keep singing High School Musical in the cafeteria and trying to get us to cause a flash mob, I'm going to have to do what I got to do. Regardless, she thought that she was amazing, and that's what matters. And if you've ever seen American Idol, you know that for whatever reason, people are very defensive of their singing. Like, I feel like most skills, people are pretty honest about, you know? If you have a white belt in karate, you're not going to ask to do, like, a karate display in front of your high school football team, you know? Because you're aware of the fact that you're just not good at it yet. But if American Idol has taught us anything, it's that people just don't think that they're bad at singing, you know? And this is coming from somebody like, I can't sing, and that's okay. That's fine. If I ever make music, I gotta use autotune. And that's okay. I can't change the fact that I sound like a raspy whale. And that's fine. I'm not trying to go sing the national anthem in front of an NBA game. So this girl who's a horrible singer and constantly trying to get attention for her singing finds out that coming up, they're going to be playing against the other biggest high school in town, and that over like 2,000 people are planning to be in attendance because the game has sold out, and the school that they're playing at is a private school with a bigger stadium, but they've asked this band to play because they're known for being so good locally, right? So she finds out, and at the time, the competition band started with somebody trying to sing, you know, like there was like a little vocalist part. And immediately, this girl that can't sing is like, I deserve the solo. And the second somebody opens anything with I deserve blank, it immediately just rubs me the wrong way because this is a sad fact of life. Nobody really owes you anything, you know? Like, you're not owed anything. You don't really deserve anything other than, like, human respect and decency, you know? Human rights you're entitled to, but nobody owes you, like, singing in front of 1,000 people. Like, you don't deserve anything in that regard, you know? If you got the talent, sure, you can earn it, but like, oh, I deserve to just sing by default. Everybody else who wants to sing, no, they don't deserve it. I do. I deserve it over everyone else in this school. That type of attitude is just kind of toxic, you know? Like, it's just very entitled to assume that you are by default the best singer and you deserve it. So, regardless, this girl is convinced she deserves it. So she goes to the band director, and the band director is obviously like, nah, I hear you singing during class, and you have the pipes of, someone just not very talented, so thank you for the offer, but no, we will not be needing your services to sing. And she just starts losing it, saying that she's given her heart and soul to the band, and all she's asking is to sing this one time. And I'm gonna let this in on a little secret too. When something is called competition blank, it doesn't matter how hard you worked, bro. Like, you just don't deserve it, man. I'm sorry. If you're a 55-year-old man and you're like, every day for 8 hours, I throw the football. Why won't the Colts make me the quarterback? It's because you're just not good. It's a competition. You know, this ain't the pity party band. This isn't like hard work band. No, this is the competition band, dog. So the band director just tells her no and basically says, tough stuff. You're not good enough at singing to like actually be the lead singer in this performance, which whatever, call it mean, call it what you want, but imagine somebody coming to you and saying that they deserve to be like the lead of the competition band that you work hard on because they work hard. Like, not because they're talented, not because they're good, but just because, you know, they show up. And the best part about this is, the person who sent me this is like, she did not work hard. She never came to extra practices. She never came to like extra team meetings for team bonding, nothing. She only ever showed up in class. So it's not even like that's a true statement. So whatever, she goes home and tells her mom, and her mom, of course, is just as entitled to the daughter because where do you think she gets it from, bro? Like, you never meet a bad kid and then meet their parents and go, dang, I wonder where this person became a bad kid from. Like, usually the apple don't fall too far from the tree. You know what I'm saying? So, obviously, the mom is basically like, how dare you tell my daughter that she's not a good enough singer, and starts raising an issue with the administration, like the principal, the deans and stuff, and basically says that she's willing to press a lawsuit on the school because of like the competition / spirit band thing, because it's discriminatory based upon like a class service, because at the time band was a class, you know, so technically they weren't really supposed to have like a good and bad type of situation. And she's basically like, I'm considering a lawsuit, da-da-da-da-da. And so the school is like, look, you gotta make her the lead singer for this little thing because we can't handle a lawsuit. Schools don't like to be sued, which, you know, I understand nobody likes a lawsuit, but at the same time, this entitled Karen was really about to like ruin the band program for everybody just so her daughter can sing. So the band director is like, fine, your daughter can sing, and all week when they're practicing, this girl is tone deaf. But for whatever reason, dude, she is convinced that she's hype. And nobody's telling her how bad she sounds because everybody's pissed that she has to sing in the first place. Like, it's not a secret that her mom had come in and pulled some strings to get her behind it, so nobody in the band was really trying to, like, help her out and tell her that she needed to sound better. They're all hyping her up, telling her she sounds great, and she sounds awful. And the band director's not saying anything because it's not even like he wants her to be the singer, dude. He got forced to do this, so he's just keeping his mouth shut like, fine, I'll stay out of the way. So whatever, the time comes and like this private school has a nice little football. It's not a stadium. That's probably a little intense, but 2,000 people are crammed into like the bleachers / the seats to watch this game, dude. And the halftime comes and the band goes out, and sure enough, this girl starts singing, and it sounds god awful because she just can't sing. And I don't understand what this girl's mom was trying to do, dude. Like, you're gonna help your daughter by just making her embarrass herself in front of all of her peers? That seems like the exact opposite of what you want. Like, if I have a kid, right, and he's awful at singing, and he asks me to let him sing in front of people, I'm gonna have to sit him down and go, look, son, you can't sing. And we're not talking about an 8-year-old here. We're talking about like a 17-year-old, somebody close to adulthood. Friends don't let friends like embarrass themselves this badly, regardless of whether or not they're your kid. So the daughter is singing and it's obviously terrible, and it's bad enough where everybody starts booing. And like, if you could imagine having 2,000 people boo you after thinking that you're a great singer, that don't feel too hot. So she finishes the song and like runs off embarrassed, you know, and her mom is like in the crowd. You can hear her on the field yelling at people to stop booing her daughter, which, you know, obviously just makes people boo more, because the only thing people hate more than a bad singer is a Karen telling them to pretend to like a bad singer. And honestly, overall, it was just an L of the situation. And to make matters worse, the next year, the Karen like ruined it for everybody. The band teacher ended up starting to teach only like AP music theory and made the competition band strictly an extracurricular activity, so that he really could only pick who could be on it and who couldn't be. So like, all the kids that had gotten the benefit of being in the band on their resume because they just kept their mouths shut and let the competition band do what the competition band did, had it ruined for them because of this Karen, and so that really sucks. But anyways, guys, on that note, that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, I would really appreciate you pressing the like button, letting me know in the comments section down below what you thought, and subscribing with notifications on if you're new. If you really like the channel, you should get some of the OG Sub Club merch, just to let everybody know that you're a savage. Use code Scrubby at the G Fuel checkout. Follow me on Instagram at Scrubby, Twitter at Scrubby_69. On that note, guys, I hope you all have an absolutely incredible day. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.